Okay. So I'm going to answer this question just by this question alone, then I will discuss further. Okay, first of all, we want to find the velocity function. We have to differentiate because velocity is the rate of change of displacement. So Vt equal to 15 plus a minus, never mind, we just do step by step. Bring down the power. Okay, bring down the power. Yeah, copy down the whole thing. Power take away 1. Time by the derivative of t is 1. Okay, so I have 15 plus 120 divided by t plus 1 cube. So this is in cm per second. So I'm done with part velocity function. So now I want to get my acceleration function. I have to differentiate the velocity. You differentiate 15, you get 0. So this is plus 120. You bring down the power, there is negative 3. Copy down the whole thing. Then power minus 1. Then time by the derivative of the. So every time get the habit of writing it correctly. So this will be negative 360 divided by t plus 1 to the power of 4. Okay, so I will not draw the sign diagram until I reach part C. Okay, so that is how you do. So then next, they say, describe the motion of the particle P at t equal to 3 seconds. So you want to state the position also can. If you don't want, it also can. So what is important is you have to find the velocity and the acceleration. So when t equal to 3, okay, the velocity, what you can do is you can just use your scientific graphic calculator and get the answer. Okay, can someone give me the answer? I don't have the answer, okay? Azif? If your this one is put in Y1, Azif, can you give me the answer? V3, yeah, velocity.
16.88.
16.88,
Yes.
cm per second. Okay, so how about the acceleration?
Negative 1.406.
Negative 1.406 cm per second squared. Okay, so we got this. So you cannot just leave it like that because they ask you to describe. Yeah, so you have to learn how to describe. Okay, can I have Brandon to describe for us after we get the value?
At t equals 3, the particle moves to the right.
Okay. The particle moves to the right. Correct, you are right. With continue, please. With speed of what?
With speed of 16.9. I put 16.9.
Okay,
16.88.
Okay, 6.9 cm per second. And okay, if you get a negative acceleration, what word will you use?
Decelerating.
Decelerating and decelerate at 1.406 cm per second. So that is called describe. Okay, so for part C, okay, if you are a person who are very familiar with the function, you look at the velocity function. You will know that it is always positive because 15 plus a positive number will be always positive. It will never become 0 because t is greater than 0, correct? If you look at the acceleration function, because t plus 1 to the power of 4 is always positive. So negative divided by positive, you will get negative. So one positive, one negative. So from here, what conclusion can you make? They ask, for what value of t is the particle speed increasing? Anyone? Rachel?
Yes.
Can you conclude? We know if we increasing must be same sign, correct? Speed
Yeah.
increasing, velocity and acceleration must be same sign. But this one always different sign. So how are you going to answer this question?
Decreasing.
Cannot, because they say for what value of t is the particle speed increasing?
It never increasing.
Yeah, correct. The speed never increase. So you see, when you answer max, okay. So you see, the way we do this. Okay, now, from this question, correct? Okay, what can I ask other than asking like that? If for velocity function, correct, I got like that. So what are the possible questions that Miss Low will ask you? Instead of asking you drawing sign diagram, what are the possible questions that I can ask you about the velocity? City, Andy, City, you can ask me about the limit, how to ask the limit. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, now the one who say ask about the limit, please create a question.
Show the limiting velocity. And no, I forgot how to ask.
Try lah.
Maybe show when the velocity stop increase. And no.
Try.
Yeah.
Or anyone, because he want to talk about limit. Okay, that is his aim. I got a question in my mind already. Okay, yeah, cool. Just say it.
Which is infinity.
I know. You want to set a question.
Is it show when the velocity reach the maximum?
No, the velocity never reach maximum. You see, because you see, if you see maximum, correct? You look at the acceleration sign diagram. There is no value of t that make acceleration equal to 0. So there is no such thing as maximum value of the velocity. It happened when t equal to 0. That is the maximum velocity.
Oh.
At the beginning, the velocity is maximum. Then after that, the velocity become less and less. Okay? You can say, is there a limiting value to the one? I don't want to show I don't want to have the word limit, because if I have the word limit, correct, in the exam, correct, all of y'all will know what to do with it. So sometimes we set the question, we are very clever one. We will set the question in such a way that it will not, I will not try not to, because that is a higher level thinking of question. Faster, I'm waiting.
Show that the particle always move to the right.
I can say, show that the particle always move to the right, but that is not the sense of limit. That is one possible question. This is answered differently. Correct. This is one of the question, but the way he answer is very different from the limit. This one don't have to use limit. This one use a different way. So that 135 cm. Okay, let me read your question. Show that 135 cm per second is the highest possible velocity P can go. Okay, I can accept that. I can accept that. So your friend got say, show that the highest velocity is 135 cm per second. Can. This one can. What other way? But this one is, I show the highest, but it doesn't mean that I have to use approaches. Some more. Show that the velocity will not go below what? Will not go below 0, no. Will not go below 15. Yes. Okay, 15 cm per second. Okay, so all these three are the possible questions. So how are we going to answer all these questions? Okay, so if I have a question like that, show that the velocity will not go below 15 cm per second. So this is the sense of limit. So what should I do? I have to start with as t approaches infinity. Yeah. Okay, so what should I do? So I will say t plus 1 cube will approach infinity. Then I will go to the next term. What is the next term that I must write down? What is the next term that I must write down? Krishalini.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the next term that I must write down to answer this question?
120 over t plus 1 to the power of 3.
Yeah, so it will approach
0.
Okay, so therefore, velocity, which is 15 plus a 0, will approach
15.
15. That is from below or from above. This is the lower limit or the upper limit because there is a plus here. So you have to write down from above. Okay. Okay. So to answer this one, show that the particle is always moving to the right. So I will answer it differently. So how should I start? How should I start, Bram? Bram? Bram, you're not there.
Yes, Miss.
Yeah. How should I start for the second question? So you see, different question, you start differently, although they are asking almost the same thing. So how should I start? I cannot draw the sign diagram. I told you already. I can't draw the sign diagram. Okay, Xinqi, how to start?
T greater or equal to 0.
Okay, t greater than or equal to 0. So then next. Next.
120 over t plus 1.
Okay, you want to jump the step, no problem. Will be greater than 0.
0.
Am I right? So therefore, your VT, which is a 15, a positive number plus another positive number, will be more than 0. So show that velocity always positive. So the particle always moving to the right. Okay, so for question 3, so show that the highest velocity is 135. So how am I going to show in this case? How am I going to show in this case? So there is a different. Okay, so what should I do? What should I do? Anyone got any idea? Sarafina, you know what to do?
Is it 15 plus 1 to 0?
I know you cannot do like that because that is not show the highest velocity. Because you don't know whether the velocity, is there a place whereby the velocity
Teacher, is it t is smaller than 1 or equal to 135 centimeters per second?
I know, but how am I going to show? Okay, I can start by, okay, look, you see how I do. I can start by, okay, I can start by say V0 is equal to 15 plus 120 divided by 1 cube. So this is 135. Okay, I can start by like this. But how am I going to show that this is the maximum? I have to show my rate of change of velocity, correct? I have to show that my velocity, this is the highest velocity. It won't go further than that because I don't know how is my velocity graph like. Okay, it starts from here. Can it go up like that? Can. This is one of the possible velocity. So how am I going to show that it doesn't go like that, but it goes like this? So this is my velocity graph. So there is a horizontal asymptote. How am I going to show? Show question is the hardest. Yeah. Yes. Gladys said use AT sign diagram. This one you can use AT sign diagram. Or if you don't want, you go to your AT, you say AT, okay, look at AT, for AT we have negative 360 divided by T plus 1 cube. We say T greater than or equal to 0. So AT, so we don't want to straight away go AT, we go to the T plus 1 cube is also greater than 0, right? So therefore, my AT is a negative number divided by a positive number less than 0. So I will say that therefore, the velocity is always decreasing. So I conclude. You see or not? So you see different question, you answer in a different way. So the difficult part of maths is like that. You have to know. Show question in maths need a lot of your skill. You must know what they are trying to ask you to show. And what is the method that I must use to show. So many students, they fail to answer show question is because they don't know what the question was. Find is easy. I just do lah. You ask me to find, I go and find. But you ask me to show, I have to do something. I have to know the approach. So this show question is a higher level question or proof question. Okay. Okay, take key into your calculator, please. The height of a tree. This one is talking about rate of change. Key this into your graphic calculator. Okay, now they say, how tall was the tree when it was planted? Okay, so now, what is the meaning of when it was planted? You see, they didn't use the word initial. You are studying the height of a tree when it starts to plant. That is the time whereby you start to time it. So that is t equal to 0. This is shown by the it was planted. So t equal to 0. So it was planted. That statement tells you t equal to 0. So I want to know the height when t equal to 0. Okay, so what is the answer? What is the answer, Carol Rampa?
60, miss.
60, because t equal to 0, correct? Yeah, 40 ln 1. Ln 1 is 0. So 61. Remember, 60 cm. Okay, then we go to part B. How long will it take for the tree to reach 150? How long will it take for the tree to reach 150? So that means I say H is equal to 150. So I want to know the time, how long. So what I need to do, 150 equal to 60 plus 40 ln 2t plus 1. Okay, can I get this answer straight away? Because the question didn't ask for exact value. Do I need to solve this? So in the exam, you also must know how to relax yourself. Did the question ask for exact value? If not, can I solve this? I can use my graphic calculator and solve it. So how to do? There are two ways of doing it. So two ways is either using solver or using graph. Do you know how to use graph to solve? Hello? Do you know how to use graph to solve? So what I do is, I have my Y1. So solver, everyone know, so I'm not going to explain. So I'm going to teach you how to solve this using graphical method. Solver, everyone know. Okay, so graphical method is, I have my Y1 as 60 plus 40 ln 2t plus 1. Okay, your Y2, Y3 is fixed, so you don't disturb it. So you put your Y4. Y4 is, I put 150. Okay, so then when I plot the graph, how is the graph look like? May I know? Everyone, please put into your calculator that way. Make sure only your Y1 and your Y4 is highlighted, the equation, please. So everyone key in, please. I'm doing it, so you don't say that you haven't key in, okay? I start from scratch also. And make sure only your Y1 and Y4 equation is highlighted. 150. Okay, so I go to, maybe you can just go to Zoom standard and have a look at it. How it go, I don't know. Oh, cannot. If I do Zoom standard, cannot. Okay, I go to window. So you have to try. So I go window. I put t equal to 0. Then maybe I put t equal to 10. Then I put, what is a unit? T is years. Okay, 10 is big enough, 10 years. Okay, maybe I just put 5 years. Then I put a zoom fit. So I got my graph as some sort like this. Yeah. So I just do, let me go to window. The minimum height is 60. So the graph start from here, 60, it go up like that, right? So this is your Y1, the height. Okay, then you have another line. This is Y4 equal to 150. So you find the intersection point. You get the answer. Can you? Do you know how to find the intersection point? Second trace. Do you see intersection there? Yeah. Then you just press, then you get the answer. Okay. Do you get this as 4.24? So you can just say after 4.24 years. So this is called graphical method. So there are a lot of things you can, if you can use graphical method to solve it. If you don't want to use solver. Yeah. So that is another way of doing it. Okay, so for part 2, H equal to 300. So now you go and change your Y4 to 300. And I think you need to change your window already, the domain. Yeah, the X maybe you change to 10. Then you put a zoom fit again. Hello, class, do you get me?
Yes. Well, what about putting x minimum as -5?
No. X, how can you put -5? Time.
Time. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on.
You never intersect. How long will it take for the tree to go to 300 cm? Yours got intersect or not? Mine no intersection.
Mine got.
What happened to mine? Is this answer correct, class?
Yes, please.
Yes. So what happened to mine? How come I don't have intersection? Or maybe my X maximum not big enough. I put 30. Then I put zoom fit. Yeah. I think my domain not big enough. So anyone got the answer? Oh, still not big enough. Okay, so I have to change. So I change to 100, the X maximum, then do a zoom fit, see whether it works or not. So sometimes when you use graphical method, correct, you have to keep changing it. You don't get panic when it doesn't intersect. No, 100 is not. So it takes so long. 200. Zoom fit. This time see whether you work or not. I think it worked. Still not working. 200. No. So I go 400. Never mind. You can try until you get the answer. Yeah, so you see, even I as a teacher, I also have to try. Because I can't really see the intersection point. So that's why I increase my X maximum. Now I can see the intersection point clearly when I put my X maximum as 400. So now I go second trace. Then I go intersection. Okay, never mind. Second trace, intersection. First curve, correct. Second curve, correct. Third. Okay, so the answer is 300 equal to 60 plus 40 ln 2t plus 1. So the answer is t equal to 200 after 200 years. So I can work it out manually and see whether it works or not. So 360. No. Sorry. Minus is 240. 240 divided by 40 equal to ln 2t plus 1. So 6 equal to 2t plus 1. Yep. So 2t plus 1 is equal to e to the power of 6. So my t will be equal to divided by 2. Yeah. It should be 201. How come my calculator give me 201? 201.2. Yes. Is it something wrong with my that one? Let me second trace, intersect first. Okay, enter, enter, enter. Yeah. Okay, I just want to let you know, I got this answer is because my position on my cursor. Position on my cursor. Okay, so you try not to put your cursor near the intersection point. Put it further. Okay, so now everyone, you know how to use graphical method. Manually, you have to do like that. Okay, now, at what rate is the tree height increasing? So that one, after 2 years, 20 years, that one you please go and do it by yourself and check the answer from the textbook. So from this question, I'm just telling you, if the question want exact value, you have to do it manually. If the question doesn't say exact value, you try not to waste time, do it manually. Use your graphic calculator, relax, and get the answer. So that is how you steal time in the exam by using technology to help you to relax. Because for next paper, correct, if you keep calculating, correct, your mind will explode. So that's why they let you use a graphic calculator to help you to just rest your mind for a while, use the skill from the graphic calculator and get the answer. So you have to train yourself, right? When to calculate manually, when to use technology to help us to enhance our calculation, to make yourself relax. That's why I always say graphic calculator and scientific calculator are there for us to rest our mind. How good your mental arithmetic is, it doesn't help you when come to higher level. I'm not interested in how fast you can calculate, but I'm interested in how fast you can solve the problem. You get me? Okay, student? Hello, so I leave it part C to you. Can or not? If you cannot do, then tomorrow we will discuss. Clear? Okay, thank you, class.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Miss.
man.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, Miss.